with you this week, because it's been a really interesting week, Friday to Friday. One, President Obama won re-election here in the United States, and I'm really happy, and that's a pretty cool thing. And I've loved politics ever since I was in like 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade, and I could like understand that there was this piece of paper written in 1780 that somehow magically governed everyone. I just thought that was so cool, and I love the checks and balances and how they all have to like interact and all the different branches, and it's so interesting to me. And I know that's gonna sound really nerdy, but I'm okay with that because it's so interesting to me. It's interesting that pieces of paper essentially have this huge meaning. I just think it's mind-blowing. Alright, so that's one. We have the same president! Yay! 4 more years! Meh. Honestly, I wanted Obama to win. I'm happy he won, but I really think this election was the lesser of two evils for different reasons. Okay, point number 2. I like reading. I'm sure I've told you this, but the book I'm currently reading is called Deadly Night by Heather Graham, and it is the first book in a trilogy, which I have currently now read backwards, because I made that mistake. So I read the third one, which is called Deadly Gift, first, then I read the second one, which is called Deadly Harvest, second, and now I'm reading Deadly Night, which was the first one, third, because I'm special like that. No, really? It's just because I rent them from the library, and that's the order the library had them in. Nah. So, it's a really good book, and I really like it, but it is about a murder investigation with paranormal underpinnings, however you want to say that, and a little bit of romance. A little bit. Like, 3 pages worth of, like, smutty romance. Everything else is just sexual tension. So, it's a really good book. I really like it, and I really like this author. I think she's pretty cool. But I feel a little ashamed of myself whenever I want to try and find her books in bookstores because she's in the romance section, and I feel like, oh, typical girl going into the romance section. No. This is not smut after smutty page. This is 3 pages of smut max, and then sexual tension. But it's really good because there's paranormal stuff in this one. It's paranormal romance. No, it's not. It's romance and then a murder investigation taking place in New Orleans that kind of gives it a voodoo underpinning. That's it. Okay, and then the third point I wanted to make with you guys is that kind of this leads into is that I really like the paranormal, and I've told you guys this before. I like the paranormal. I find it really intriguing and interesting, and I like some parts more than others. I'm not a huge UFO Area 51 type person. I am, however, I find really interesting like going online and just like researching like government conspiracy or like the National Treasure movie type like thing, like that type of like conspiracy and stuff. I find that really interesting. Not that I subscribe to any of it, I just find it interesting. But that being said, next Friday, I might be going on a bit of a field trip with you guys from my normal life field trip, to meet up with some members of the Carolina Paranormal Society, because they have a meetup not far from where I live, and they are looking for new team members. So I put in my application, and I'm gonna go interview with them as long as work doesn't get in the way, which currently it's not, but that doesn't mean anything because my schedule keeps changing. So there's that. So until next time, let's talk about paranormal stuff in the comments because it's fun. Or politics. Paranormal or politics. Take your pick. But until next time, see you, strangers.